You guys see anything underneath that?
It's the walk every policeman dreads.
We knew that this was not going to be a happy outcome.
Deep into the dark woods in search of a body, knowing the gruesome nightmare they'll find.
Stand by, I'm on a 21.
Led there by a suspected killer, who's not only told them where to find his victim, but how he killed her.
He used his foot for leverage to choke as hard as he could, and the belt broke.
Hey, shine your light at that tree over there.
Police cameras are rolling as the search party stalks through the tangled overgrowth to a clearing and the body of 17-year-old Ashley Reeves.
Oh, hey, right there.
But in this shocking tale of terror,
Lieutenant, if I could get some light, please.
everything changes in the blink of an eye.
Oh my God, oh my God.
Before that horrific night, Ashley Reeves was a funny and bright high school junior. Excellent student, good daughter, has a steady boyfriend, Jeremy Smith. Her younger sister, Casey, tells our Elizabeth Smart Ashley was the one she always looked up to.
She was very motivated. She was a strong person. She was always out. She had a lot of friends. She was very dedicated to school. She knew what she was going to do in life.
What kind of girl did Ashley seem like she was?
Ashley seemed like a very ordinary Midwestern girl, very down to earth. According to her parents, she didn't give them much trouble.
But trouble would find Ashley on the horrible night she'd meet a monster in the woods. It's a Thursday afternoon in April. Ashley leaves her parents' house in Millstead, Illinois, for an appointment in Fairview Heights, a town almost 15 miles away.
Did she tell you where she was going?
She drove me home from school and she told me she was going to a job interview.
She's driving an SUV belonging to her boyfriend. But that night, Ashley wouldn't come home.
It was like 10:30. It was our curfew time. My parents were asking, hey, have you talked to your sister? You know, how'd it go? Did she call you about the interview? Did it go good?
But Casey hadn't heard from Ashley. In fact, none of her friends had.
Something was different with this case. This missing girl, Ashley Reeves, was not answering even text from any of her friends. And one thing we know with young ladies is they will maybe not answer their parents, but they will answer their friends.
Something's not right. Ashley's mom calls police in a panic.
Unfortunately, we get a few calls that are like that, and the vast majority of them are either maybe they just stayed out too long with a friend or something like that. But there was something with her voice that really sounded very stressful. And I said, you know, Captain, this one sounds a little bit different. I think we probably need to run with this one right away. It wasn't too much longer after that, Ashley's car that she had been driving was found at Latterman Park here in Belleville.
Inside Jeremy's abandoned SUV are Ashley's outfit for the job interview and basketball clothes, but no sign of Ashley.
I feel like the police also started to get a little bit more worried, and then the actual questions started rolling, like, when did you last see her? Like, where she was supposed to be, looking for her boyfriend. Where was he? Was he actually where he said he was?
Ashley's boyfriend Jeremy is a parent's dream, wholesome, forthright, seemed to adore their daughter. But now investigators want to talk to him.
When you start dealing with missing people, you generally tend to focus on the people who are closest around him.
Go ahead and have a seat there.
Detectives put Jeremy in the hot seat.
You are Ashley's boyfriend, is that correct?
Yeah.
How often do you see her?
Once a day, usually.
Once a day, so I mean you guys are pretty serious.
Yeah. Believe me, I seriously am giving you my 100% all, telling you the truth. I mean, I love her. I love her to death. Anything to get her back. You know, I've cried, but I mean, I'm just so tore up about it.
Jeremy tells detectives he was out of town the night Ashley went missing. He doesn't know a thing.
I was with my uncle's band out at Stratford Bar and Grill, and she said if I get a chance, call her.
Okay.
Other than that, I mean, I wish I would have called her now.
He seemed like he cared for Ashley quite a bit, but I had a strong feeling that he didn't really know anything that was going on.
But then the young man's interview yields a game-changing clue.
And when was the last time that you talked to her?
It was yesterday it was around noonish, between like 11 and 1. She said, I'm going to go to this interview, and I'm going to go play basketball.
Why would, you know, a young female want to, you know, play basketball in a park far away from school?
A friend tells police Ashley would often meet a man at a park to play ball, someone they all knew, 27-year-old Samson Shelton. Sam is the driver's ed and gym teacher at a rival school, an aspiring pro wrestler calling himself the Teacher. With an athlete's body and bright blue eyes.
He knew he was good looking and charming, and I mean, even when he was our student teacher, everybody was like, oh, he's the cute student teacher, you know.
Were Sam and Ashley meeting up for something more than basketball? Ashley's boyfriend tells detectives he doesn't think so.
Sam, the teacher that is a friend of yours, do you suspect anything between Sam and Ashley?
No, I couldn't see it. I mean, I don't think he would ever do anything to harm her.
But as Ashley's family continues their desperate search, a different story emerges.
Do you remember going out and searching for Ashley yourself?
I remember driving around in my mom's car with the phone bill, calling literally every single number that was on there to see people we could call, maybe she was with. And my sister's contacts were all the same number. So my mom's like, okay, you know, call it. So we called it, and it was Sam.
Next, another man called in for questioning. The Teacher.
I think she kind of started becoming obsessed with me.